Hi, everyone. So I'd like to do a reading for the weekend ahead. As I'm recording this, it's Friday, and so my intention is to capture the energy for the entire weekend. But also the intention for this reading is for it to capture the next 72 hours from whenever you are watching this. So I keep getting an energy. I continue to get this energy that we as a collective are about to enter a brand new beginning, a new dawn, so to speak, the sun coming up on something really brand new, a new chapter. I keep getting that. So I'm hoping to capture that energy in this reading today and see if I can find out more about that. So I'm going to roll one planet dice just to see if there is a specific planet we could be working with the energies. And I'm also going to pull an ancestor message. Then we will get straight into the tarot. And I have this tarot deck and two others to use as clarifiers. So let's see. So we have Jupiter. And Jupiter is a very expansive energy. Right now, Jupiter is in Gemini. And when Jupiter is in Gemini, it can be kind of a tricky energy where you're not really sure. There's more than one way to look at expansions. And, but I do feel that this is a time for a lot of good fortune. When I see Jupiter all by itself, it really is. It's like the Wheel of Fortune type of energy. It's very expansive. It's very positive. It's about being granted your blessings. And, with it being in Gemini, it almost gives this feeling that it's almost like a famous feeling in that whatever you want to be shown into the world, Jupiter is really going to help you to bring that into the world. So that may coincide with what I was thinking about this new dawn, this new beginning. So, but let's get one ancestor message. And see, that one wants out. So this says separation. So as I already mentioned, the Wheel of Fortune, because I drew Jupiter and it just made me think of that very expansive, granted, good fortune type of energy. There may be something that you're being called from your ancestors to separate from in order to receive your blessings, because that's the way the energy works. In order to receive the things that are meant for you, you really have to release the things that are not meant for you first. There's just not enough room in your energy to bring more things in. So that's what I have so far. You could be in a separation from someone this weekend, but let's look at the tarot and see. Okay. So we have the Hermit, Temperance, Page of Wands. I'm going to move these cards over here until we need them. Knight of Wands. At the back, 10 of Pentacles, Knight of Pentacles. I got to hide this Devil card, the Devil. 6 of Swords, the Fool, and underneath everything, I'm seeing the Knight of Swords. So with the Knight of Swords hiding underneath everything here, this tells me that you are after something. You're after the truth in something, that you are determined to find out the truth when it comes to something or someone. The Knight of Swords is also very good at accepting the situation as it is. The Knight does not fight against the truth. Once the Knight of Swords finds out what the truth is, they're satisfied and they move on to something else. So once you get the truth in this situation, it feels like you're going to be fine with whatever that is either way. We did say that Jupiter is in Gemini, and the Knight of Swords is also the card for Gemini. So there is something there about understanding, differentiating the truth from the BS is what I'm getting here. That may have something to do with the separation that we're seeing, that if you are separated from someone or some place right now, that it may be that you have to separate the truth from the BS. Wow. Okay, that's it. But you're entering this weekend in this separation phase, whatever that is for you, but you're also in this 10 of Pentacles type of energy. So it feels like you're being very smart about your money. The 10 of Pentacles is about a money strategy. It's about wise spending. It's about the long game. It's about your investments, that you're very good at thinking through your money decisions. So it doesn't feel like, to me, you have to really separate the truth from the BS when it comes to your money. It feels like that's pretty clear. But you are being asked to focus on a person in your energy. And that's what I think we're talking about. The Hermit is a very separate energy. The Hermit is an energy that spends time alone. And I just saw 555 as I said that. So the Hermit here is asking you to separate yourself from a person, because we're seeing the Knight of Pentacles here. So this is really asking you to shine the light with this Hermit card on this person who may not be completely giving you the full straight dope on whatever it is that they're selling you, whatever it is they're telling you. So if you suspect there's a person in your energy who's not being completely above board about something, you are being asked to go inward, separate yourself from the situation, pull yourself back out of the situation or out of, and really try to figure out what's going on with that person. Because the Knight of Pentacles tends to be a steady person, someone you can rely on, someone who is home-oriented, someone who is dependable. But there's some reason why you're being asked to shine your light on that, because it feels like that could be a mask that someone is wearing to show you that they're one way when they might be another, and especially because I'm seeing the Devil card here. So, but I think that's going to be your challenge with the Temperance card showing here. It feels like your challenge is going to be in trying to put together both sides of the story, both sides of that Gemini story. And it feels like in order for you to do that, again, you have to separate yourself from this person to be able to really think it through and not let this person's energy interfere with yours when you're trying to figure out what's going on. Also, with this Temperance card here, I feel like you are going through some deep healing, because the Hermit with the Temperance together also is a combination of going inward so you can do your soul searching, but you can also heal. And I think that you're healing from whatever these attachments were that you had to this person who might not be exactly who they say they are. So I do think your challenge over the next weekend is going to be separating yourself from this person so you can get a good look at it. But also with Temperance and the Devil, these are very opposite energies. This is the energy of angels and this is the energy of devils. When I see these two together in a reading, especially in the same column, it's like having an angel on one shoulder and a devil on the other shoulder. Kind of both of them are telling you what to do and pulling you in two different directions. So it's not that surprising that those are showing up in your challenge area. So there's this idea with Temperance and the Devil that they're doing this little dance, but it's also saying to me, because I see them sort of engaging in this tango type of dance, an angel and a devil literally dancing together on a dance floor. So what that's telling me is to dance with your shadow, because your shadow side is not necessarily a bad thing. It's the parts of you that you deemed bad, probably back when you were a child. So this is really saying to dance with your energy, dance with your shadow, get to know your shadow side, and then decide whether or not you want to look at this person in a different way. So hopefully this makes sense. The message that's coming through here is to try something new, I'm getting with this Page of Wands, and especially with the Six of Swords. This is saying go off in a different direction. Go off to find another way. It's almost like giving you a cheat sheet here that you can go inward and try to figure out what this person is up to. But the message that the cards are telling me is for you to just go off on your own another way. Page of Wands and the Six of Swords are about escaping something, are about starting a brand new adventure. It's about opening a door and going right through it because this is too confusing. And we did get separation. So it does feel very strongly like the universe or the cards are asking you to move away from whoever this person is. The outcome of the weekend looks like you're going to do just that because the Knight of Wands is out of here. And so is the Fool. The Fool and the Page of Wands are giving very similar energies that you're off to open up a new door and try something else. And we did say when we rolled Jupiter that this is a very expansive energy. So working with the planet of Jupiter right now is really going to help you, I think, in order to separate from this, because this is hugely expansive energy and probably good fortune with Jupiter that we rolled. So anyway, I hope this all makes sense, but we are going to do some clarifiers, but it does look like you are going to separate yourself from someone this weekend so that you can ultimately escape the situation and start something really amazing and new. So, but let me get a different card to cover up this devil so I can get this card back. Okay. So let's get some clarifiers. So there's the 10 of Cups, 4 of Wands, the World, love it, Page of Cups. Underneath we have Strength, Ace of Wands, the Lovers. Oh, two came out. The Lovers and the Hanged Man. The Empress, Queen of Wands, and Queen of Swords. So we had the Knight of Swords and the Queen of Swords both at the bottom of these decks. So again, this is saying discern the truth in the situation. The Queen of Swords is my human lie detector. The Queen of Swords does not even consider anybody's BS. Once the Queen of Swords understands there's BS in the air, then they don't indulge in that. They just say, I'm done with this and I don't need this. She or he does not need to express themselves when it comes to it. The Suit of Swords is an interesting suit in that sense where they don't want to change the truth. They don't want to be affected by the truth. They just want to know the truth and move on with their lives. And we're getting the Queen and the Knight underneath. So this is truly about you finding the truth in a situation. And then it looks like you're going to escape whatever that situation is. So what that tells me is that you're probably not going to particularly be pleased with what you find, but it's going to be exactly the thing that gets you your get out of jail free card, makes you escape the situation. And then it looks like with the Fool and Jupiter that your blessings can really start to come in a brand new dawn, which is what we were talking about. But let's get some more clarifiers and then we'll get into all of this. So there's the Hermit clarifying the Hermit. There's the Star, but we need something to cover that one. King of Cups, 9 of Cups. Wow, I love this. Underneath, we have the Page of Swords. So we have another Swords court card coming in here. 8 of Pentacles, 2 of Cups. This is probably someone you are in a love relationship with because the Lovers is being clarified by the 2 of Cups, but we will get into it. Then we have the Ace of Pentacles, the Magician, and we have the Empress. So we have the Empress showing up here twice. So this could be a situation because we're seeing the Empress here twice, where, and it is reminding me of this Jupiter energy too, where your potential for expansion is so great right now that you're on this precipice of creating something, birthing something, bringing something into the world. We did see this 10 of Pentacles here. So you could have something really great that you've been working on that you're ready to bring into the world, but that you can't do it until you release whatever this person is for you. So that's a strong message coming through as well. So, but with those 10 of Pentacles is Strength and the Page of Swords. This is about all the hard work that you have done in the past because you were ready for action, which is what the Page of Swords is about. So, and it could be because I'm also seeing the Page of Swords on the bottom row, which is how I read the cards, that this is perhaps the same person as this Knight of Pentacles. And what I'm getting from this is whatever work you have created, all of the hard work that you have done is about to pay off. But this person who's showing up as a Knight of Pentacles and now perhaps the Page of Swords, that this person wants to take action on whatever it is you have created so that they can benefit from it, which might be why they're putting on this mask, that they're very dependable and they're going to help you because they have something to gain from the work you've already done and the benefits you're about to receive. So this feels very like it's getting very clear to me that this person may be trying to capitalize on your hard work. And that's why these cards are asking you to get out of Dodge before that happens. So the Hermit is clarified with 10 of Cups and the Hermit. So this is very strongly suggesting that spending time on your own is how you're going to find your true happiness. That these 10 Pentacles that you have already achieved and these 10 of Cups that you're about to achieve, that's meant to be a solo effort. That's meant to be yours and yours alone. It's not meant to be spent with this person. And that is what you're really being called to focus on this week. This weekend. Because this person has not done the work. This person is showing up as an Ace of Wands, that they want to just reap the rewards of your creativity with this false impression that there are the 8 of Pentacles and the Knight of Pentacles, that they're showing up now to help you work. But where were they when you were doing all the hard work with the Strength and the 10 Pentacles before? Where were they before you had your 10 Pentacles is the question. That's what you're being asked to focus on. So with the Temperance, we have the 4 of Wands and the Star. So the 4 of Wands and the Star is very much reminding you of all the healing work that you have already done. And I did say with this Temperance card that it feels like you've done a lot of healing, but you're still doing this little dance with the devil. The angel and the devil are still dancing on the dance floor. And I saw 1717 as I said that. But you've already done a lot of the healing work. You've already confronted a lot of your shadow side is what this is saying. The 4 of Wands is about reaching a huge milestone and having the reason to celebrate because you have achieved a huge milestone. So that's really saying that to focus on yourself, on your healing, and understand that that's what's going to help you through this challenge of really perhaps wrestling with this shadow side of yourself. This is showing up with the Hanged Man, the Lovers, and the 2 of Cups. So again, I feel like this is probably a love interest. If it's not a love interest, it's someone that you love very much. So you might be blinded by your love and not seeing this person's true intentions, that they showed up on your doorstep after you had the 10 of Pentacles, not before. So that's certainly for someone. So then the Page of Wands is clarified by the World and the King of Cups. This is you. You're showing up as the King of Cups. You held a lot of space and a lot of compassion for this situation, but you need to close that cycle now with the World. You've already passed the test. Whatever the karmic lessons were, whatever this shadow side you're confronting and releasing, and it looks like you're going to do it this weekend, you've already passed that test. You have graduated. You are the King of Cups. So there's no reason to stay in a relationship where someone is putting on false airs so that they can benefit from your hard work and your resources. So this 6 of Swords is clarified by the Empress and the Ace of Pentacles. This is the card of escape. You are escaping this situation with this false person so that your expansion and your great rewards can come in. That's what the Ace of Pentacles is. It's the same energy as Jupiter. This idea that your blessings in the form of pentacles, in the form of resources, in the form of money is about to come in expansive ways. The Empress is all about expansion, and so is Jupiter. So this is very much clarifying the fact that once you escape this situation, you're going to see a huge uptick in your resources. So the Knight of Wands is clarified by the Page of Cups and the 9 of Cups. This is certainly you going after. The Knight of Wands is out of here. You are chasing down your dreams now. You are chasing down your Page of Cups and your Nine of Cups. The Nine of Cups are your dreams. Everything, everything you have always wished for, everything you have always wanted is the Nine of Cups. The Page of Cups, this is your inner child, just happy and so excited. Sorry, I'm getting so excited that okay, I'm gonna calm down. But this is you chasing your dreams and chasing after what your inner child has always wanted. And that's exactly what that is. And then finally, with the Fool, we have the Queen of Wands and the Magician. I believe this is the person who's in your energy. They're showing up as so many different suits. They're showing up as a Page of Swords, a Knight of Pentacles, and a Queen of Wands. When I have the same person show up in 3 different suits, it tells me that they are most certainly wearing a mask because they're not consistent with their energy. You are consistent with your energy. You are showing up in the suit of swords and saying, I'm not taking anybody's BS, not this weekend. This person has shown up in 3 different suits, so that tells me that they are certainly wearing a mask. And the Magician here is more of the same. It's like this hide the ball game, that this person is really trying to trick you and really trying to make you think that they are something that they are not. But this Fool, or the Fool energy, is getting you out of there. And I think that's really the whole point. That's the whole lesson that's coming through here, is to separate yourself from this person who only wants to take advantage of what you have to offer them. But once you let them go, the incredible thing is you're going to have even more than 10 Pentacles. You already have 10 Pentacles and you're about to get more. Imagine that. So I would like to do a couple of oracle cards just to wrap this up. But I would like to pull a self-care card too, because there's so much healing with this Temperance and Star that there may be some things you can do for yourself this weekend. So we have the Raccoon and Sycamore with Curiosity. And that's exactly what the Knight of Swords is doing. The Knight of Swords is chasing down the truth. That's all the Knight of Swords wants. So this idea of curiosity is that same energy. Then we have the Weasel and Pine with Introspection. We got the Hermit card twice. So that is the confirmation that this is meant to do on your own. This is a job, a task, whatever it is you're birthing into the world, you're bringing that baby into the world, whatever that is for you, whatever project, business, doesn't matter, artistic expression, whatever that is that you're bringing into the world, it is yours and yours alone. And that's why you're being asked to be introspective with the Hermit clarifying the Hermit. Just go inside this weekend and realize you do not need this person's help. They're going to propose to you that you do, but you do not. So let's get one self-care card, because again, kindness and obsession popped out. So it could be that this person is obsessed with your success, your 10 Pentacles. All right, so we have do 30-day challenges. Force yourself to do something new for 30 days to form a new habit. I love that. So you could take this advice and find a 30-day challenge that's something that you've never done before, because it's a great way to just be focused on yourself and be distracted from this. And maybe this is the universe also saying to separate yourself for at least 30 days. Don't just separate yourself for the weekend. Separate yourself for a month and get really clear on this situation. But the Page of Wands, which showed up here in just your general messages, is also someone who likes to do something new. That's exactly what the Page of Wands does. So there's something there too about you trying something new. It could have to do with whatever this is you're bringing into the world, but it could just be for you to be able to distract yourself and separate yourself from this person's energy long enough so that you can chase down the truth. So that is the message. Will you please let me know how this was resonant for you? And we will do this again sometime. Thanks, everybody. Bye.